Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to make a quick note. I'm sorry if the lighting is a bit weird in this video. I am using the natural lighting from my window and I have a huge tree right in front of my window that kind of blocks the sunlight, so it might look a bit off, so I'm sorry about that. So I kind of struggled on what I wanted to film for my first video, and I just previously watched Jaclyn Hill's tag that she created called the Ride or Die Makeup Tag, where basically if you could only choose one product from each category of makeup, so if you could only choose one foundation, one concealer, one blush for the rest of your life, which one would it be? I thought for my first video this tag would be super fun to film, that way you guys can kind of learn more about me and my favorite types of makeup. So I hope you guys enjoy this tag and let's get started. You're gonna notice with a lot of these products I'm talking about today, I'm almost out of a lot of them. So for face primers, I knew right away that mine was the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I love how this primer makes my skin look even when I'm not wearing makeup. It just really moisturizes and makes it look radiant, which I love. I personally don't like to look completely matte because I have really dry skin, and this primer is perfect for making me look glowy, and it doesn't help your makeup last longer. It's just a nice radiant primer. So if you have not tried the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, I highly suggest you try it if you are into looking dewy and glowy. So for foundation, I chose the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. This foundation is so good. I love how I can build it up without it looking cakey on my skin. With other foundations, sometimes if I put a second layer on, it'll start to settle into my drier areas, which is usually around my nose and around my mouth. This foundation does not do that. And this foundation looks amazing in photography, hence the name Ultra HD. I feel like it just sinks into my skin and it doesn't look cakey. So if I could only choose one foundation forever, it would definitely be the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. So for concealer, I knew right away what my Ride or Die concealer was. It is, oh, dropped it. It is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's funny because I've seen a lot of people on YouTube kind of hate on this and they don't like it, which I really don't know why, because I think it's so amazing at really brightening the under eyes. This concealer blends so easily for me and it looks so nice under the eyes. It's just amazing all around. I could not live without this concealer, and I have yet to try one that comes close to this one. So for under eye setting powder, I chose the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. As you can see, I'm literally almost out. Like I said, I'm almost out of all of these products, which is just great when you're running out of everything at the same time. Don't you love that? This powder is super finely milled, so it does not look cakey at all under the eyes, and you really only need a tiny amount of this actually. It just does a great job at setting my concealer and brightening under my eyes. This powder makes your under eyes look really smooth and almost airbrushed, so I really need to get another one of these. It lasted me a long time and I think it's only $25, which is not that bad in my opinion. I would definitely recommend the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder if you have not tried it. For bronzer, I could never ever live without the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I use this every time I do my makeup. I love the shade of it because I feel like it's not too orangey or too ashy or gray looking. It just makes you look like you got back from vacation with a nice tan, and it smells like chocolate, of course. So that's a huge plus as well, right? My Ride or Die blush is the Girlactik All Over Face Glow in the shade Natural. So as I'm sure you guessed, this isn't actually a blush. It is just a radiant powder that you can dust all over your face to give you a natural looking glow. For me, I didn't really like how it looked all over the face, so I tried it as a blush and I fell in love. This happened. Yeah, this broke into a million pieces when I was traveling. I don't know how. I think just from being packed in my travel makeup bag. It got crushed or something, and I'm super upset because I love this so much. I got it at Namie's in LA. I know you can order it on beautylish.com. I love using this as a blush because it just gives you a really nice glow to the cheeks, and it's like a rosy mauve color, which is one of my favorite colors to wear. So for my Ride or Die highlight, I chose Champagne Pop, the most beautiful highlight that I've ever seen, honestly. This highlight is the perfect shade. I feel like this highlight looks beautiful on all different types of skin tones, and out of all the Becca highlights that I own, I definitely think that this one is the most pigmented and vibrant on the skin. Jaclyn Hill is a genius. I am in love with this highlight. I've already hit pan. So that just shows you how much I use this palette, because I truly haven't had this for that long and I've already hit pan. And I hit pan on my single champagne pop as well. I'm honestly that crazy about it. So for mascara, I chose the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. I love the packaging on this, the little water drops. I thought that was so cute and different. This mascara works amazing at not only lengthening my eyelashes, but thickening them as well. It can get a little bit clumpy if you apply too much at once, so just be aware of that. If you do use this, I always like to put one thin layer on first and let it dry and then go in with the second layer. I always like to go for waterproof mascaras because I hate when you would get the tiny black dots underneath your eye. For lipstick, I chose the Colourpop and Kathleenlights collab in the shade Aquarius. I love this color so much. I think it's the perfect pinky nude. I wear liquid lipsticks more often than normal lipsticks, but when I do wear a lipstick, it's always this one. This lipstick is so pigmented and creamy, and it's only $5, which is just amazing. Colourpop is one of my favorite brands. They're so awesome and so affordable, and I love how hydrating this lipstick is as well. Here is what Aquarius looks like. I'm not sure why it looks a bit darker on camera than in person, but it's the prettiest color. So for liquid lipstick, I chose the Stila liquid lipstick in the shade Caramello. This is such a beautiful color. Again, it's on the pinky nude mauve shade range, which is my personal favorite to wear as lipsticks and eyeshadows. Like, I always gravitate towards those colors. I actually heard about this from Amy Macedo on YouTube, and I remember right when she swatched it, I knew that I needed it. Yeah, I'm horrible. I'm horrible at swatching. Wow. Wow. Here is Caramello and here is Aquarius. Aquarius is not this dark. Again, I don't know why it's showing up darker. For lip gloss, I chose the Kylie Cosmetics Poppin gloss. I know that this is pretty new, but I love this gloss so much. The first time I tried it on, it was unlike any other lip gloss that I'd ever worn. This lip gloss is really comfortable to wear. It's not super sticky, and it's a champagne goldy color, and it has a lot of sparkles and glitter in it, which I love. I love how this lip gloss looks when the light hits it or in the sunlight. So for my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette, I chose the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I don't even want to show you guys the front of it because it's so dirty. This palette is just stunning. Like, all of these colors are beautiful. Out of all the eyeshadow palettes I have, this one blends the easiest and is the most pigmented, actually, out of all the eyeshadows that I own. I own another Anastasia eyeshadow palette, and for some reason this one blends even better. So for these last two categories, they actually weren't originally in the tag, but I thought it'd be really fun to add them. So for my Ride or Die translucent powder, it is the RCMA No Color Powder. Excuse the worn off label. I think it's, well, it is from being left out in the sun, since my makeup desk is right in front of my window and I use the natural light every day to do my makeup. The label kind of got worn off from the sun, so that kind of looks janky. I love this translucent powder because unlike other translucent powders, it honestly does not have any color or pigment to it. This one does not alter your foundation at all. With other translucent powders, sometimes it kind of lightens my foundation a tad bit. This one doesn't do that. And you get 3 ounces for, I think this is $12. I have about 3/4 of the bottle left, and I use this at least 3 times a week. So you get so much for such a good price, and I use quite a lot of this powder. I like to use it to bake underneath my contour. I also will use this to set my whole foundation if I feel like I don't need any more coverage, and this powder is just awesome. So if you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend the RCMA No Color Powder. So for the last category, I thought it would be really awesome to know everyone's all-time favorite beauty product in general. So it could be a makeup brush, it could be a single eyeshadow, glitter, so you name it. For my all-time favorite beauty product, I chose the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. I literally use these every day. Unless I'm not wearing any makeup at all, I obviously won't use these, but I still use these even if I'm just wearing a tinted moisturizer. I'll mix these in, or I'll still dab them on the high points of my cheeks. So if you haven't heard of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, they're basically a liquid highlight. When I swatched this, I was literally blown away because I'd never seen anything like it. I love mixing these drops in with my foundation to give me an all over glowy, dewy type of look. I do use them also as a highlight on the high points of my cheekbones. Thought I had some on my finger. I have the shade Moonlight. I want all of the shades honestly because all of them are so beautiful. I think I've used half of the bottle already. That's how much I love this product. So that actually completes this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited to be creating more content, and I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.